Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Seban. Day 4, Game 5. I am Lakmal, and beside me, my partner in crime for today, Suraj. Good morning, Suraj.
Good morning, Lakmal. Good morning also from me, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Lakmal, we are in for the 5th T20 international match between Austria and Germany. So that's 5 out of 5 from the series. Germans have been leading, are leading in today 4-0, and But it looks like they have a slight change in their batting order as of now. As we've seen in the recent games, we had Christina Goff and we had Janet Ronalds opening. And today it's definitely different, as we see also on the shirt numbers. It's number 18 and number 30, which is the captain in 18, Anuradha Dobadalapur, and number 30 is Anne Bierwisch.
Yes, we had some great performances yesterday and today. We are about to see the final game and hoping for very good fight back from Austria.
So the countdown is already happening and we are waiting for the first ball to be delivered. Opening is again Valentina Avilay, as she has been doing the last 4 games.
Starting off with nice and full delivery, and that's what we've been talking since yesterday. I mean, throughout the series as well, that Austrian bowlers have to be fuller.
Definitely something that we would like to see more happening, that the Austrian bowlers keep it full and make the Germans play for their runs, as currently it has been a lot of short pitch deliveries which have been just cut and pulled into the square leg, into the points regions. And with that, a white ball is called from the umpire. So Austria starting off with a good full delivery in the first delivery, and the second, the length was good, just a line a little bit too far on the offside. That's why the umpire was happy to call it a wide.
And on strike, captain of German team. And beautifully driven, and this racing away for a cover boundary. Good start from the German team.
That's the first boundary of today. Anu starting with intent here. That was a delivery too full compared to the first delivery that we saw. So this is not the ideal way to start. A too full of a delivery, a full toss on the offside, and Anu is more than happy to guide the ball to the boundary.
Yes, we have seen a couple of hundreds from their regular opening partners. Are we about to see something different today?
Austria is certainly hoping that we will see something different today. It can be disheartening a little bit if you have 2 days in a row where you give away 100 to each of the openers. So on day 2 we had already 100 for Janet Ronalds. Just a brief moment. We're looking at the statistics from the first match so far. So yes, in the second game already, the opener Janet Ronalds made 100, and in the fourth game yesterday, Christina Goff with 100 of herself.
And that's beautifully bowled from Valentina just outside the off-stump and moving away from the left-hander.
The Germans sticking with their right-left combination for opening so far.
Well, it's a good tactic, just to keep the bowler guessing what line to be bowled.
It also means that they have enough left-handers in the squad to just have the choice of
another good delivery. Outside the off-stump, beaten the bat this occasion.
Yes, Valentina having less difficulties with the left-handers than with the right-handers, interestingly. Usually it's the other way around. Bowlers are more keen to bowl to the right-handers, as right-handers are plenty to find in the wild. Left-handers not so much, so that's impressive to say the least, that Valentina is
just down leg side this time. Didn't get the movement that she was hoping for, like in the previous 2 deliveries.
Yes, no late movement here from her, but still very good over to the left-hander so far. That's Anne Bierwisch that we were talking about. Already mentioned yesterday that
nicely pulled to his deep fine leg area.
And Austria wise today to have a fielder already out there for these kind of shots, as they have been bowling short deliveries yesterday and also in their first match on Wednesday, and this is just something that the Austrians have been lacking is this match awareness or the right fielding positions, and starting the day off with very positive outcomes from the first 4 matches so already. So Austria here realizing that they need already a deep fine leg position, and just for this kind of short ball delivery, and already paying off that 4 runs were saved, 3 runs were saved, just a single taken off what would have been a 4 yesterday.
Good observation there, Suraj, and I'm quite happy to see 2 fielders on the leg side early on for that short length delivery.
We haven't seen a lot of deliveries on the offside, so whenever there was a rain of deliveries, it used to stick to the leg side, and Austria has learned definitely something out of this, and we already have a deep mid wicket and a deep backward square leg, and deep backward square leg is also then able to run around to the deep fine leg position to block and to gather the ball from the spot.
Andrea continuing, the captain of Austrian team. And so far it has been a good over with 3 dot balls in a row. And it's a rare thing to see, Suraj.
And that was a phone that we just heard. It's definitely a good thing to see, yes. And the Austrian field setting already looking more aggressive than it did yesterday. The body language shows it already, and just slightly down leg, wide called from the umpire. So after 3 good deliveries, well, just the odd wide. If Andrea can stop these wides just here and there, then definitely also a quality bowler against this German batting lineup. Get a good delivery here.
Once again, nice and full. And really good delivery this time, but solidly defended.
Just for the viewers on YouTube and Facebook, thank you for watching first of all, and we would like to just show you what field settings Austria is putting on against this German batting lineup, while Andrea is... And this is a run out. No, the umpire says no. Is the ball out of her hand?
Very close, very close. But this
Let's have a
another...
look at the replay.
It's a very...
Ooh.
Not a bad shot.
Good
there.
reactions from Andrea. Just guiding the ball into the stumps. Think this is a very 50-50 chance. Usually the umpire should have gone to the third umpire.
Yes, if you had third umpire in place, would have been interesting. Once again.
And good well collected at point. So yeah, this field setting already really impressive today. As I was mentioning, the fielding has been more aggressive than the last couple of games, and to just get to the fielding positions, Austria is backing 2 covers. We have a point, we have a square leg, a deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, mid on and mid off, and a third man or a third woman.
Yes, that was good fielding performance there from Razi at point. Powerfully hit by Anu. Was able to collect it cleanly and return it to the keeper's end. Valentina to continue her second over.
Meanwhile, Germany 11 after 2 overs.
It's nicely flicked away.
And good stuff from Sylvia at square leg. collects it, and reduces these kind of shots. And these kind of shots were going for ones and twos yesterday, or at least twos. And today we are seeing already a better fielding performance by the Austrian cricket team, and these players are on the ball when the ball is coming into their general direction. So yes, I want to just keep repeating the word intent here.
I hope you're not cursing. Another nice and full length delivery from Valentina. That's excellent start.
That's collected
So
by
far.
Sujanya. And that's collected by Jeevan Bhullar at forward square leg-ish. No, sorry, point.
So far he has been quite over from Valentina.
Anuradha Dobadalapu back on strike. She's currently at 7 of 5 deliveries, and if she manages to get 3 more runs, that would put her at the 3rd spot of the most of the batsmen that have been getting the most runs. She's currently sitting at 4th place, behind the Austrian captain Andrea Cepeda. And that's a 2 from Anu here, with a slight misfield at point, and third man being able to collect the ball and reduce it to a 2.
So Raj, if the Austrian team can keep the same discipline as they have been so far, I think it would be really good to see what total Germany gonna end up with. Especially those boundary deliveries and extras.
Yes, 100%. 100% agree here. If the discipline can be kept up in the field, and if they keep their heads high, and what they have done so far, and after 4 games, that were, let's put it as it is, that were won clearly by Germany. It's not easy to keep your heads still and keep your heads up in the field, and the Austrian team has turned up to the 5th game with a plan in their mind and with something to prove, and the deliveries so far have been day and night difference from the last couple of matches that we're seeing.
Definitely. With more positive energy in the field, and the bowlers have been more consistent than not so far. So touchwood will keep up.
Just a brief recap from the matches so far. We have seen 4 matches in the series. This is the 5th match of a 5-match series now. Germany has won all 4, and the scores have been: in the first match, Germany batted first, 165 for 2. Austria all out, 83. Germany batted first in the second match, 191 for no loss. Austria was bowled out for 53 runs, and again well collected at mid-wicket.
We have seen some clean collection from the fielders, which we haven't seen so far in the series.
Definitely haven't seen so far in the series. Yes, as I was mentioning, the third match, Austria batted first, was reduced to 54 all out, and that allowed Germany to win the match for 55 for no loss, so 10-wicket win for Germany here. Last match that we saw was yesterday. That was 198 posted by Germany. Sorry, 197 by Germany for no loss, and Austria was reduced to 61 for 9 wickets lost. Austria being able to bat out the 20 overs for a first time this series, and carrying this momentum from yesterday to today. They are bowling good lines, good lengths, and just a throw not on target, which allows Bierwisch to come back get to the crease and get to the non-striker's end. That would have been a certain run out if the ball had been at the target, at Andreas Cepeda.
Yes, definitely another run-out chance gone begging. It's not the first time we have seen in this series that Austrian team were able to put up good fielding performances, but the chances were not being able to collect.
Andrea, so captain to captain, collected, and also here a good throw. This one right to the target. However, the German captain Anurada just being quick enough to get to the non-strikers. And so these are, again, we're seeing those those singles here coming in regularly, and the Germans are not looking at discomfort beside those two close calls for the run out so far. Already a no hit from the striker, so not interested in a run. Yesterday, putting the ball there would have definitely resulted in a run. So, again, something to
The
mind.
intent was taking singles of good balls and putting away the bad ones. And once again, nicely driven. And
Driven into the stumps. Andrea making sure that the ball did not go anywhere else. Yeah, straight ball. And she got her hand to it. But Anu just being able to... Well, she was just in crease early enough. Let's see if Anurada... Yes, she's now the third highest run scorer this series. If you have been watching all matches so far, I am 100% sure you will be able to guess the first two. Those were Christina Goff. She scored 239 runs so far, with a high score being 101 not out. Janet Ronalds scored 200 runs this series in 4 matches so far, with the high score of 105. And while saying that, fantastic straight drive, lofted drive from Anurada, goes for 4. Great shot.
that's beautifully played over the bowler's head. And some quality cricket shot. It's not the first time we have seen in the series.
But this is again the only shot, well, one of the few shots that you really can play of a full delivery. And if you, as a bowler, can make the batsman drive, then you can also get the edges into the work and collect it at point. Just not a quick enough throw. The Germans are able to convert this one into a single again. So, briefly coming to the squad lists, maybe. We have for Austria pretty much no changes in the playing 11 so far. For Germany, we have Milena Beresford, who took 1 wicket yesterday, out as 12th man today, and Asmita Kohli also rested for this match. So the Germans definitely giving a couple of chances to other players as well. And this one goes past the wicketkeeper for a wide, and the Germans being able to run a single off the wide. So that's 2 runs.
Now striker was interested in the second run, but cleverly turned out by Anu.
It's a wide call from the umpire again, and this time Anne Biewisch makes another run for that 1 run. So another 2 runs off that wide. With that, Germany moves ahead to 28 for no loss. And I think for Germany, Antonia Manborg and Kanat Kereshi have come into the squad.
It's nicely tuck away to the own side for another single from Biebish. Suraj, we have seen hundreds, hat-tricks.
We have seen double hat-trick, we've seen 4 in 4. We have
4 in
seen
4, yes.
we have seen a 4-wicket maiden over. What else do you want to see, Lakbar?
I would love to see Austria winning again.
Is it? It's likely. I'm just not sure how likely it is against this strong German squad. And again, a white card. I would say for them to win here, they definitely need to reduce these extras that they are gifting away.
Definitely.
The Germans definitely not minding those 1s and 2s that they're getting for free. And Austria definitely does mind giving away those extras.
Suraj, even though we have seen lots of full-length deliveries in this inning so far, and there were not many boundaries, but still this is one of the highest runs in the power play.
It's the highest runs in the power play so far that Germany has made. That's interesting. We've seen
I
full
would like to
deliveries.
see that statistic about if it's possible to get power play so far. So another delivery on the own side.
Let's have a look if we can find out the power plays. Germany definitely on a good track so far, with 31 runs coming off 4.4 overs so far. While we keep ourselves busy finding out how power plays have been utilized by those teams. So the Germany was yesterday already at 50 runs after 6 overs. So we are after 5 overs at 32. Therefore, 33, sorry, after 5 overs. That means 17 runs off the next over would put them on par to their power play score yesterday. And we'll keep looking for the other matches. And I think 198 is the match to look at if you want to have if you want to know what the best power play score so far was. But we will definitely look into the first couple of
side.
matches as well.
On leg side from Andrea. And Andrea to continue her third over and last over of the power play. And showed delivery and pulled away for another single from Anu.
And we've seen exactly those kind of deliveries being put to boundaries yesterday, and today we have seen already a triangle of fielders running in to stop this ball traveling further than for a single. So definitely paying already off that they have looked into the matches and done some analysis what their weak points have been so far. So the Austrian squad able to learn from this series already. And stopped in covers. So in the first match, that was the 191 for... Sorry, there's a 165 for 2 match. They were below their power play score of the 4th match. The graph shows that they were roughly at 38, 40 runs And one match is definitely the interesting to look at. That would be their match against. Well, that's the second match. That's the 191 for no loss match.
Shot for Elvish and turned down by the umpire.
Also here in the 191 for no loss match, that's the second T20 international against Austria. Germany played. They were below their power play run rate from yesterday's 197 for no loss match.
It's at the off turn, beaten the outside edge.
Good delivery. And in the third in the third T20 match, definitely not also their top power play score, because after 6 overs, Germany was 39 for no loss. So if that's over called, let's have a look what the score after this power play is. Looks like 38 for no loss after 6 overs. Yes. So this is their third or fourth highest power play score only this series.
So what's your prediction in this first innings?
I would like to see Austria take 2 or 3 wickets. I would like to see Germany reduced to less than their first match score of 165 for 2 loss. And as we are chatting about this, we have a change of bowling coming in. Number
Joanne into the attack, and nice and full.
So we have the vice captain, and again, good full-length delivery, driven to mid-on.
Powerfully punch down the ground.
A fantastic delivery here from the vice captain, from Johann Stiglitz.
Beaten the outside edge once again.
Just bounces up high enough to discomfort the batter. Anne Bierwisch not able to connect this one. And that's a catch. First wicket today.
And in
Johann Stiglitz bowls a brilliant ball. Anne Bierwisch goes for it, lofts it high in the air, and the keeper, Hajo Taliwal, is able to catch this one. Calls it high early enough and makes sure that her dominance is felt on the field and catches.
yes, sir, Rajesh. That was a change in after 2 days cricket. Good to see taking wickets.
So new batter in, that is the number 33, the wicket keeper for Germany, Kartika.
And beautifully bowled.
And
And full length delivery has been rewarded once again.
Yes, full length, slow ball deliveries, rewarded with a high catch in the air, and the keeper being comfortable enough to get underneath the ball and catch it. And Kartika, similarly to Anu, also from southern part of India. She is from Bangalore, big town on the southeast, sorry. Has a short delivery, wide call from the umpire. So also key after taking a wicket, don't get carried away. Stick to your plan, and you have to obviously keep the focus as you bowl the next delivery after a wicket.
Trying to continue. And that's better delivery.
That's a much better delivery. Puts the new batter Kartika at strike. Kartika has now been playing cricket in Germany 3 years, and she's been a full-time wicketkeeper only since June 2019. So not a full, well, a bit more than a year now that she's been keeping. And similar, and a good delivery again. Drops it short. Oh, and has a direct hit at the
that was a
stumps.
good effort from Harjot.
That would have seen Anuradha Dobadalapo walk off the field immediately if that
Quick
would have been
reaction from
the keeper.
little hesitation there, but that would have been very close.
And if you see this kind of deliveries and if you see these kind of shots, like one, would you put in? That's a wide call. So as we were saying, would you put in the square leg or the point fielder a bit closer to the batter? I'm not talking about a silly square leg or a silly point position, but just coming in those couple of meters.
It will depend on to which batsman you'll be bowling. And I think to Anu it would be a bit dangerous to get the fielders close towards the point region, like you mentioned, or the covers. I would rather keep her off the strike than on strike.
And with this delivery, the over comes to an end. And it's been a good over for the Austrian cricket team besides those 2 white balls. This over produced a wicket, and we have seen 6 runs scored off it.
Yes, we haven't seen a wicket for last 2 days, and it was a good change.
Definitely a good change to see for the Austrian cricket team that we don't have a 0 next to the German score. And also, similarly to Anuradha, also Kartika plays in the Frankfurt Cricket Club. A short delivery, and also again collected by the number 20. That is
Sylvia coming back. Didn't play yesterday and coming back for the 5th game. Was a good talent.
Would you say that she has been missed in the Austrian lineup yesterday? As the struggles.
I mean, we have plenty of options in the Austrian dugout.
A short delivery, just like yesterday. Short delivery, treated to backward square leg area. This time, Austria able to collect and not have it go for a boundary.
And Sylvia.
That is a long run up of Sylvia's.
It's quite long run up there.
So that's what Sylvia Keilat is more Schäub Achter today. And the
Another
umpire
white delivery.
White. Anuradha also making her presence felt today. She's already at 26 of 21 deliveries. Germany definitely scoring slower today than they were yesterday, and obviously in the 191 for no loss match. And that was the second T20 international of the series. Drops it short again, and she has protection in that deep mid wicket. Just a single off it. Yesterday this would have been a 4.
Yes, and has been the feature of this inning so far. From bowling perspective, they have the fielders almost in the right areas. But still happy to see the Scalic fielder pushing back.
They will probably not coming back for a 2. Anuradha was ready and by called. Kartika was just not quite ready for this one.
So another full length delivery, really good. But this time Harjot is not able to collect it
Also,
clean.
I think Harjot Dalival here, the wicketkeeper for Austria, standing up to Sylvia. Do you think it's a good idea here?
I was just about to mention that. I think she should be pushing back a little bit. But
That's a right call.
As long as she's comfortable standing there, we wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of this run-up, I wouldn't be comfortable standing there. But that's the difference. That's why I'm not on the field.
So with this, Rana Bujikal Vienna Express, so
yes, she's the railjet. And a good collection at mid-off.
that's 50 up for Germany. 51 for 1 after 7.5 overs, and Sylvia is about to deliver her last ball of her first over. And we can hear LB shout.
We can hear LBW
today.
shout. And likewise Cole, so that was a shout to have a look at in the replay.
It's going down,
no,
sliding down.
Just down leg side.
But still, it's good to get used to shouting for a LB, even though there is no chance. And that's one department that they have improved so far in this series. In the first 3-4 games we haven't seen they're going for LB shout, even though there were chances.
There were chances, as one of the umpires mentioned that there could have been a couple of chances, but no appeals in the field. And this time we are hearing shouts already, the second or third shout of the match. And
Joanne to continue.
We will just also tune into the comments on YouTube to have a look.
Joanne.
Good full length delivery.
But this time powerfully pulled.
And Andrea able to collect it before the rope. And this is definitely worth mentioning, and we can only mention it just enough, that usually you would have seen these kind of shots going for boundaries yesterday, and which is a good change to see while the umpire calls it a wide, going down leg side this delivery. And also some of the comments already mentioning that Austria has improved a lot in those 4 matches. Thank you for acknowledging that the players have been working at their skills and working definitely also at the match awareness, at the cricketing, and always good to see improvement up close.
Yes, definitely. And a good point to be mentioned, we do not have many players from cricketing nations, so therefore they're doing a really good job, and we are proud to have a women's team in Austria, and day by day we'll be improving.
Joanne Stieglitz just pouncing at the ball again with the full of her body, just making sure the ball does not does not carry. Single stopped right there. And one thing to mention, I would like our commentees and the contributors in the YouTube chat to keep the comments in English, as the moderators have asked. Please keep your comments in English.
It's another good ball.
It's a good over from Joanne Stieglitz comes to an end, and I think that's 5 runs off this over. They have stuck to a plan, and it's definitely paying off.
So that we haven't seen a boundary for last 4 to 5 overs, and it's a
need to have a look. 9. So the last boundary was in the 5th over, and that was the very first ball of the fifth over. So we have already now 4 overs without a boundary, and certainly the players on field for Austria would be happy to see that there haven't been a lot of boundaries today as compared to the last days. And change of bowling. Number 27 comes on to bowl into the bowling attack. A wide called immediately. That is Sojanya Chamundaya into the bowling attack, and definitely also a bowler to have a look at. Yesterday kept it tight, and a full delivery treated to a single. Loud no from Kartika to her captain. Not interested in a second run here. And would you say there was a second on the menu?
It wasn't yet unread mid-wicket.
That's a no ball call immediately. This is something. This is definitely something that the Austrian bowlers need to have a look at. That these kind of deliveries don't carry the match away from them today.
Yes, they have a good momentum at this point. 58-59 for 1, and we're into the 10th over. This is a rare thing to see that German team. Of course, they are not going with their regular openers, but
and Sojanya also making sure that the free hit doesn't go for more than 1. Also good to see. That's a full and very, very well bowled delivery from Sojanya. And again, something to keep in mind is, yes, we haven't seen the regular German openers, but that also is a chance for Austria and also for the German cricket team to just find out how good and how able is the rest of the lineup.
yes,
Because
definitely.
openers can only protect you for so long from a bowling attack. Misfield at point. Germany takes a single.
Powerfully hit towards mid-wicket, and Andrea safely collected and returned to the bowler's end. Only a single.
We have the best fielder. We are seeing the best Austrian fielder, in my view, at deep mid-wicket, Andrea Cepeda. And also...
And that's in the air. Definitely a chance. And taken!
Andrea gets a good catch. So Jania takes the expensive scalp of the German captain, Anuradha Dobadalapur. And with that, drinks are called. And yes, good catch from Andrea, as we were just mentioning. The best fielder, in my view, at least, from the Austrian cricket team, on to the deep mid-wicket region, and she proves me right with that catch.
Yes, excellent bowling, keeping it full and making Anu play across the line. And she was only able to meet the captain of Austrian team and safely taken. While players taking a drink,
On
and
the
we'll be
field.
back.
Yes.
Might be over as well. Huh? Might be over as well. Yeah, I think it was over.
New bowler number 3.
And we're back on the field.
Gista.
They over-ended with a big wicket of the German captain Anuradha Tobadalapur, and now we have a new batsman on strike. That is the number 40, Sharanya Sadaragani, facing first delivery and also good ball here.
Yes, I sent full from Crazy and Sadarangi nicely push it down to mid-off region. Like a full toss on the leg side and good stop from Sylvia.
Making use of her
Excellent
feet.
stop. With some football skills, but nevertheless save 2 runs for the team.
Saved 2 runs here, and she has been, and again, this is just fielding aggressive fielding. This is good fielding and with more intention than the last matches we've seen. And Sylvia definitely making sure that this ball does not go all the way and saving 2 runs.
Oh, she got hands.
Racy getting her hands just to the ball.
But good half a stop. Probably could have been 2 there, and definitely saving a run for the team.
Much better delivery. Racy already pitching it fuller and pays off immediately. No runs off it. And we're hearing shouts that we weren't hearing in the last couple of days in the field. We are hearing, "Come on, Austria!" We're hearing the players backing each other up much better. And one key thing that is being seen is that the fielding backing up is still as good as it was yesterday. We've seen just 1 overthrow in the 4th match.
It's so far lots of energy in the team. Saving runs, diving around, taking catches, and that has been the feature so far.
With that overcaught. There's energy in the field. Just 5 runs off the 11th over. So Austria are, compared to yesterday when it was 10 runs per over with the German openers Christina Goff and Janet Ronalds, we are currently at less than 7 and over.
Yes, there was one thing that I wanted to actually see from Andrea, and she's exactly doing that. Have you noticed that, Suraj?
Walking in or more shouting?
Now she's going from mid-wicket to mid-wicket.
Oh, she's going from mid-wicket to mid-wicket. She
And
is
rightly
going
so.
the distance.
And rightly so, she's...
Good stop by the bowler Sarjania. Denies another single to the Germans. So the runs are drying up a little for the German side. Key thing will be to see if the Austrian cricket team is able to go the next 8 overs exactly in this manner. And a good ball here.
Beautifully bowled once again.
Right to the keeper.
From Sujanya, nice and full. Let's say the off jump. Once again, nice and full. Sylviat. Backfoot. Scare leg. Nicely collected.
And something that was that we saw yesterday is that sorry, that was after the match, that the cricket, and especially cricket in Germany and Austria in the Central European region, has been getting more and more exposure as especially with this game and with the achievement that we had yesterday. First of all, we had 100 from the German opener, from Christina Goff, and we had the 4-wicket maiden from the German captain Anuradha. And there was already a quick info post about this. There was a Reddit post for that, and a lot of people are seeing that there's something happening in Central Europe. There's something happening at Seban, and especially there's something happening in regards of German and Austrian cricket. Not only women's cricket, but generally in German and Austrian cricket.
Yes, that was a excellent display yesterday from the captain from German team, taking 4 wickets, and that's in the air, and
That's taken! That was a couple of
excellent
takes.
catch.
And with that, the 3rd wicket falls. This is Sharanya gone for
An excellent catch, extra cover, short extra cover fielder. Tuche, beautifully taken. Little bit of juggle, but hang on to that.
Sharanya goes for 3 of 8 deliveries, and a fantastic catch after a couple of bounces off the hand, taken in the short cover region, as you said. That's positive to see here. The Austrian team definitely have tasted some blood right now. So 3 wickets down. This is their best bowling performance so far this series, and I would like to see more of this.
Couple of more wickets. Pressure must be building on German dugout. Yes, they still have their 2 star players who has been scoring runs for them with 200s.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still yet to bat. So Janet Ronalds, Christina Goff still in the dugout, and out to batting is Verena Stolle. Again, fine
Full
leg.
toss.
And Sylvia with a very good throw to the keeper. Just misses a direct hit. Direct hit would have seen Stolle on her way back without having faced the ball.
Little. Covering.
And yes, new batsman in. Build the pressure. Get the fielders closer, and we have seen a little bit of close fielding set up here. Cut away. Outside H2. Short 3rd man region, and Bushra collecting and returning to the keeper's end.
And Sojanya collecting it. Covers back to Rezi, who has been bowling very well. The last over went for 5 runs. This one could see even less runs and a wicket.
Powerfully struck by Joanne at mid-off.
And clearly hearing a 9 again. The Germans not interested in the 2nd run. And Joanne with a good arm throw, 1 bounce into the bowler.
Slight misfield there, but still able to keep it for a single. Ooh.
And that's a no ball called already. So just losing a little bit of the plot with that delivery.
No ball.
And no ball called from the umpire as expected. So yeah, that's the 2 bounces.
Batsman.
That's a
No ball
free hit.
cleared.
I think the bowlers are a bit struggling with the moisture on the field. It's a free hit, and full toss being
Full toss to the
powerfully
captain.
hit.
Andrea collecting it at deep mid wicket, and a fantastic arm again. And yes, one thing that's impressive to see is that you pointed out that she's now running from deep mid wicket to deep mid wicket, so she's getting in a couple of miles this match. Good delivery to fine leg, and a fantastic arm by Sylvia to the bowler's end. And the Austrians making sure the Germans know that they can bring in the balls quickly into those ends, and that they realize that these runs are still risky. And
once
Andrea
again, Andrea.
Sepeda collecting it at deep mid-wicket, straight into the bowler's hands.
Andrea in action again. It's not the first time that we have seen. It's another quiet over. Good over for Austria. No boundaries.
7, 8 runs coming off this over. So we are seeing very good overs. We have seen the 12th over just go for 2 runs and resulting in a wicket, and the overs before that going for 8, 5 runs. So these are those 5 to 8 runs and over that Austria.
80 for 3 after 13 overs. And there's a good start for Austria comparing to the other games. That's another full toss. But this time they're coming across again. Once again, excellent fielding at the boundary.
Fantastic stop.
And
Stops the ball from going for 4. 2 runs saved.
Excellent fielding. She's in action again.
And she's being applauded from the own and the opponent team. So you have to applaud these kind of fielding efforts always. And the Austrian team obviously excited about having the captain making sure the ball does not go for 4. That's a wide call. So Janya maybe needs to revert into a bit into the mindset of the previous over that she had. Gone for 3 runs now with the wide. And Sylvia collecting the ball at square leg. Definitely a change from yesterday's match, that the Austrian fielders are aware and just exactly where the ball is going and can throw it back into the bowler or the keeper. Oh, that's a good delivery. And got the respect it deserved. Blocked. Kartika has now been in the match for quite a long time. Faced 19 deliveries, scored 18 off it. And Verena Stolle also defending this good delivery. And with that, Verena Stolle now at 3 runs of 4 deliveries.
Nicely bowled once again. Nice and full.
Yeah, so Janya has also been looking very good in the nets that we saw her practicing a little for bowling. And a fantastic pickup and a good throw.
And lots of energy in the field, Suraj, today, and that's one of the things that they have improved.
This is what you want to see always. 20 overs is a brief period of time. 20 overs is not a lot of time that you have in the field, and with that, you always want to have this energy in the field, and that's just we saw at point now as well. Point coming in a bit closer to the batsman, to the batter, and making sure that the batter is not able to score a single off this delivery. Again, 5 runs off this over. Also ticking along nicely with 5 and 8 runs every now and then, and puts them at 85 runs after 14 overs for 3 wickets. Germany now.
Yes, excellent. As Janya has bowled 3, 2 for 15, and that's one of the highlights so far in this series, and a positive thing for Austrian team.
And we're getting the information there is change of bowling. That's number 8 coming into the bowling attack. That is Valentina, so the opener is back at it.
Just outside the off trump.
Good delivery. Batsman maybe expecting a wide call here, but the ball was just good enough away from the wide line and not wide given.
Just the late movement coming in, and that's why I was avoiding the extra run for Austria. And Valentina continuing her last over.
White ball.
And this time umpire called it wide, and rightly so.
Was an early wide call. The ball didn't go past the batter yet, and I heard a wide.
Good observation there.
The umpire not expecting the late turn this time.
That's another good delivery. Outside the off stump.
And the wicketkeeper is keen for a stumping, as you can see. She is dancing down to the stumps, just looking at the batter's back foot and seeing if the back foot is outside of the crease or not. So yeah, also here, yes, already improved, and then you can feel the increased energy already.
Yes, we have, like I already mentioned in the second game, Austria can only improve as this series goes on, and we have seen some improvement catching, fielding overall, and also bowling. They have been very full.
And a quicker one as well this time.
Yes, Valentina is a bit quicker than what she bowls here. Probably the nerves, cameras around, and they're getting used to this. And I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years that Austria will be putting a very good fight against this German team. Full toss. It's another dot ball.
Yeah, another run-out opportunity. The number 33 of Germany, Kartika, just coming down the track enough for Austria to have a go, but the throw did not come in swiftly enough for a run-out to happen. And no run scored off the bat this over so far.
That's nicely cut away. The ball is racing away for a boundary.
And cut away for 4. So, sorry for the commentator's curse again. Just while mentioning the ball, there was no run scored off the bat. A boundary followed right afterwards.
It was good timing from
Late cut off of the
Strolle.
delivery. And there was enough pace on the ball already from the bowler, so Valentina bowling quickly. Enough here that this late cut travels for a good boundary.
Once again, Strolle tried to cut away through a point, but only managing to get inside edge.
Again, 5 runs coming off this over. And with that, Valentina has bowled her 4 overs and has gone for 32 runs, which is definitely a change from the last matches. Just to have a look how many runs she has received this series so far.
Yes, Andrea coming back on.
So so her stats so far: none for 24, no wickets for 28, no wickets for 19 runs, and none for 45. And today she's given away 32 runs, which is definitely on the better side.
Inside edge, almost to the stumps, and batter was able to kick it away on a leg.
That's a stretch.
And good awareness.
Helps
Good
to be
awareness.
flexible as well in the cricket. So Kartika making sure the ball does not roll onto her stumps. That ball, there's some communication going on in the field, some confusion. Ball is wet as it being tried by the vice captain.
And even Andrea's run a bit longer than usual today.
Lucky, have you noticed a change of bowling action in Andrea actually? Yesterday, it was a shorter run-up, and the ball, the arms did not roll over. I felt it was more of a half roll up of the arm. Today, it's a full rollover of the arm, of the shoulder, and she is bowling what feels like it's quicker first of all, and more consistent. So full and quick deliveries with a very good action.
Yes, that's growing in confident in compared to last few games. They have been down, and today lots of energy, doing their basics, getting their basics correct, and also lots of support from the fielders. It's a good thing to see.
So kids, if the coaches tell you get the basics right, this is what they mean. Get your little things right, the big things will follow.
Another cut shot from Stole, and unable to connect this time, missing the outside edge. And we have seen clean pickup from the keeper as well today, rather than lots of juggle in the last few games. And that's nicely cut away once again. Bushra giving the chase.
Bushra giving a chase, and it will not carry. Just a 2 of this delivery. Had a tidy over so far, and always a pleasure to see overs without extras bowled. And we are yet we've had 5 balls in this over, 3 runs off it, and let's see if Andrea Cepeda can finish it off with a nice delivery. That will be her 4th over, so also she would be done after this ball with her bowling duties today.
It's another shot towards between the point and third man region, and nicely picked up.
It's well gathered. Bushra also with a good arm today, and Andrea Cepeda goes for 14 runs off her 4 overs.
Yes, excellent figures for her. And keeping the score down. 4 more overs to go.
And already seeing some good comments on YouTube that also in appreciation of Andrea's bowling action. Thank you for noticing that she has, well, she's bowled really well. 14 of 4 overs in just in the T20I. That is not very often that you go for less than 6 and over.
And the vice captain coming back on for her last over.
And gets the respect straight away. Block towards point. Point cover region.
This is
No ball.
Called a no ball from the umpire, and that will result in a free hit. And while we are seeing Joanne on the bowling no ball, in the backdrop of this beautiful ground, there is the train passing by, which goes past the ground at roughly 10 a.m. every morning. It's a lovely sight while playing cricket that you have this train. Sometimes it will also blow the horn.
yes, it's beautiful scenes at the background. And Andrea once again in action.
We're hearing the frustration from Joanne, and rightfully so. That was the run out was on the menu and just missed it. It was not able to get the ball under control. Not able to get the ball into her hands and get the bails off the stumps.
Andrea once again in action and beautifully picked up, and good throw.
And again, ball rolls just past the stumps. That would have been a 4th and the 2nd for Joanne.
inside edge. Almost drag onto the stumps.
And her over so far, a dot, a no ball, 1, a 2, and a dot.
Once again coming down the track. That's a chance. Anisha collecting it.
And a good throw into the hands of Joanne again. Single coming off this delivery. Also collected and calm over so far, with 1 run-out chance and 1 ball just going past the leg stump. And a fumble at square leg.
The fumble allowed the... Oh, umpire got...
Sylvia taking out the frustration on the umpire. But the umpire should also not be standing. He should be looking for the run out here. He should be parallel to the crease.
It's lots of action going on today.
5 runs coming off the 3rd over of Joanne Stieglitz. And we have another change of bowling, as Valentina Avilay had bowled her 4 overs. So who is coming in?
Sylvia coming back on.
Sylvia's coming back on. Now, I'd like to see the Austrian Railjet in bowling action, and also would be definitely good for her self-confidence to get a wicket or 2 here. Good action.
And good start to
towards
her
square
second
leg.
over.
Yes, definitely. Good second. Good ball this, and she already has a good action and could trouble the batters.
We haven't seen much of movement today. I think just due to the moisture on the ground, not allowing the ball to move much.
And a wide called. And if you're wondering why we are mentioning moisture and these things, there have been heavy storms and heavy thunderstorms yesterday, with a lot of rain coming in the later evening, so the ground did not have time to dry up with sunshine. And if you have a look at the cameras of the live stream, there is not much of sunshine today around. Clouded, dark clouds. And another no ball, double bounce. There also could be a factor that the ball is also getting wet, and therefore the grip is not that easy. Maybe there's also information the balls are roughly the size of men's cricket balls as well, just a tad bit lighter, so gripping them is definitely not easy if they carry moisture. That is a cut.
That's another
right
top
leg.
edge.
The Germans not interested in the doubles today. The openers that are currently sitting out, Christina Goff and Janet Ronalds, they definitely were interested in those twos, so they turned these kind of singles into twos, and that explains also why they have been scoring the runs that they have been scoring yesterday. There was a noise on the stubs, wasn't there?
Would like to see the replay. Nice. And the half short delivery inside edge.
Oh,
that
the
was
helmet. That was the helmet.
of the keeper.
We got a tad bit excited here about a 4th wicket. That's a good line from Sylvia again, and collected at mid-on.
Only managed to get a single this occasion. Karthika definitely looking for that boundary.
Anisha at mid-on collects the ball. So the Austrian bowler Sylvia Kalat has good protection at mid-on, mid-off for these kind of shots. Good
It's another
delivery.
delivery. Very good from Sylvia, keeping it full this time. And also a little bit of movement in the air into right-hander.
Well, I am missing a fine leg though. What do you think? It's a necessary position, or are the covers a bit too crowded? Is mid wicket over there a bit?
I think if you're bowling that length, you do not require fine leg, and I'm quite happy with the ball. But at this time, the ball is running towards fine leg boundary, and Valentina safely collecting that.
Look at me again, please.
And the German batters have a little bit of a miscommunication here, as they are talking about clearer communication about a running between the wickets.
18 overs done, 107 for 3. And it's a really good start for Austria, and Germany. It's a bit unusual today, having their openers still in the dugout, their regular openers, and Austria really capitalizing on that.
So that is the last over for the vice captain.
1 for 17 in her 3 overs.
That's a good. That's a good foundation to build up the 4th over on. And Stolle has a heave at it, and also again stopped by Avilay at mid-on, the ball not being able to travel the distance. Germany 108 after 18.1 overs. Joanne Stieglitz looking comfortable at the bowling mark.
That's powerfully hit.
Fine leg 4.
And bad ball from Joanne, and deserved 4. It was written all over it.
It was.
Karthika was able to capitalize on that.
How bad? Huh? Yeah.
I'm missing a little bit of the initial energy. This could also down to be that we are already in the 18th over. Sorry, the 19th over now. There is a little bit of soreness and tiredness of 4 days of cricket. And this time Hajo Taliwal is not able to get underneath the ball to catch it, as she did of the first with the first catch that she took off Sojanya. Just barely missing a second wicket for Joanne here.
On leg side, another wide being called.
That's a wide. Umpire signals it, so Joanne needs to gather herself before going into the second half of her over. And a much better ball. Good comeback of this wide delivery that she had.
2 balls to go in this over, and Joanne definitely looking for a wicket. And Andrea, once again, is not the first time that we have seen her in action. And nicely collected and returned.
There's a perception of Andrea being everywhere in the field. This is also down to that she's running, as Lakmal mentioned earlier, from deep mid-wicket to deep mid-wicket. So for all match, that's her fielding position. And we have Sylvia Kailat now collecting a fine leg. And Germany able to come back for 2.
Was excellent running this time.
And
Without any
umpire
hesitation.
cost it an over. That's 10 runs coming off this over. So a costly over after quite a long time. And also the boundary after quite a long time. We need to go back in this match and the scoreboard. So last boundary was in the 5th ball of the 15th over. So we have again a gap of almost 4 overs between boundaries. Austria certainly not unhappy with their bowling performance here.
Definitely, it's a very good comeback from them. Keeping, they were able to bowl much fuller today, and they have cut out lots of bad balls. And
Yes.
that's the difference of letting German score 180, 190.
Yes, indeed. And also Joanne Stiglitz finishes her bowling duties with 27 runs of 4 overs with 1 wicket taken. And Andrea Cepeda bringing in the ball just not swiftly enough for the Germans to be in any danger of a run out. So again, 2 runs for Germany. And we have entered the last over. And again, Andrea Cepeda at, well, this what has been her job this whole day pretty much, as collecting the ball somewhere between long on and deep mid wicket.
And rightly so, getting the second fielder out. That's good move from the captain.
That's a wide call. So Tukce Kazanci coming into bowling the last over, which is also her first over this day. Goes through the fielder at mid wicket, and we have a slip up of the batter. That is, I think the pads are not quite comfortable as it seems. So
it's another single. Nevertheless, it's a good result for Austrian
Kartika
team
slipping.
perspective.
Sorry, Kartika slipping while trying to return for a 2.
And once again, Andrea in action for the 3rd time in this over.
Well collected at mid wicket, deep mid wicket. Yeah, that's definitely an issue with Kartika's leg pads. She's quite uncomfortable in adjusting those after every run. And Sylvia Kallat collecting the ball at mid wicket.
Running 25 for 3, 19.5 is the last delivery of the German innings. That's
gone
powerfully hit,
mid
and
wicket.
this is
That's gone
racing
to deep fine
for
leg. 4 runs off it. That's 12 runs off this over. That has been good 2 overs, last 2 overs for Germany. They have made the most of it. And with that, Germany at 129 for loss of 3 wickets after 20 overs. This has been Austria's most successful bowling performance this series, with taking 3 wickets, reducing Germany to less than 130. So the target for Austria is 130 in their 30 overs.
Yes, excellent performance from Austria perspective. Well done. And also Germany high scorer for today, Kartika, 36 of 34 deliveries.
And Anuradha scoring 31 of 31 deliveries. She is the 2nd best scorer for Germany today. And we have Verena Stolle finishing her batting performance with 23 runs of 30 deliveries.
And don't go anywhere. He'll be joining you very shortly with Austrian innings. And for now, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hurry up, girls, 1 minute. So much we matter. How many over left for number 30?
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਿਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਿਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮਨ ਪੈਸਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਪੈਸਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਨੰਬਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਗਿਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ
ਯਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਯਾਰ
Come on guys
Okay, we'll just get the game started as soon as we're out there as quick as possible.
Come on quick set up
It's give me your other elbow. 35.
First bowler, number 35.
Right on my back. Charu, show you in. Charu, wala kya pa ulke? Anu?
That's what I was going to say as well.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Excellent. Had excellent performance from Austrian team so far with the ball, and they are about to show their talent with the bat. We'll come back to Seban,
You can come in for.
Low Austria.
You can come in.
Beautiful
It's covering.
hills and beautiful ground here.
Yes, thank you, Lakmal. Hi, also from my side, Suraj here, and we are now just about to start the German innings. And after 4.5 matches, first of all, an apology to Emma Wagner. That is the pronunciation. We have been pronouncing the name sadly wrong for 4 matches now. Big apologies to her. So Emma Wagner opening the bowling attack for Germany, as she has been so far, and she has very interesting bowling figures now. This series has bowled 12 overs, so she's been bowling 4 overs, at least 3 overs every match.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
while Hajivan Buller defends a good length ball from Emma Wagner, and she has taken 9 wickets this series. Best figures being 5 runs, 5 wickets for 9 runs given, and with an average of 3.66.
Oh, direct hit would have been really interesting, but excellent fielding from the German fielders. Nevertheless, Austria off the mark with that single. And
Bushra pushing Hajivan for this run and defends it.
Emma continues from where she has left off in the previous games and wonderfully bowled. Almost rolled back to the stumps. The target is 130.
We're also seeing a lot of armchair specialists and armchair guys that are mentioning how the girls, how the players can improve. Guys, one thing, if you want to get involved and just offer advice for cricket, just reach out to cricket.de is the German cricket, and cricketaustria.com for cricket in Austria. So don't just comment on YouTube, get involved, get in touch, and help cricket grow in Austria and Germany.
Yes, lots of opportunity for cricket in Austria. Families, please support us. And as you already see, lots of girls are playing and in a safer environment. And it would be really good to see the growth in cricket in Austria.
Definitely. And we already have a structure set in place. The players do train in Vienna in the 22nd district in Austria. And the Germans, obviously, as we mentioned yesterday, they have a lot of clubs and club structure set up. For example, Anuradha, the captain, plays for Frankfurt Cricket Club. We have a cricket academy in Munich for women in Germany. And while we're saying that, Hajivan Buller gets a good single in the fine leg region.
Top edge onto her helm. She's safe.
And folks, that's why you wear a helmet, not just because the bowler can hit you, but also your bat can be dangerous. And also very good delivery from Anna from Bierwisch. So Germany sticking. No, sorry, that is Susanne McAnna Brereton. So Germany not sticking with the opening pair from yesterday, but rather bringing in a different opening bowling attack.
Come on, you just can't give me points for everything.
Good away swing.
And to counter the perception that only Commonwealth plays cricket. So Susie here is from Staten Island in New York. So she's from the US. And you can see, come on, as we can see that also we have an American playing cricket for the German national team. We have obviously a couple of players from India, from Australia, also German-born players. And on the Austrian side, we had already Bushra, for example, the player currently facing Susie, from Turkish descent. And we also have a couple of players from the Kosovo descent. And Bushra plays it again nicely into that fine leg area and takes a single. Austria already looking more comfortable at the crease than they did all 4 matches so far, Lakmal.
Yes, definitely a positive start. Keen taking singles, and also we already seen a couple of runs to fine leg due to a slight misfield. Well
defended from Hajivan. But the interesting thing here is that also Susie is a captain of a cricket club. She is captaining Cologne International Cricket Club. So how do you rate and how do you go along if you, for example, are a captain and then you are made to play for a national team and you're suddenly not a captain and you have somebody else captaining your side? In this case, Anuradha, who is the captain of Frankfurt Cricket Club.
once you are selected for the national team, you have to go with the management, whatever they decide. And as long as the captain is doing the right thing, bringing positive energy to the team, and there is nothing much you can complain about. And of course, once you come to the national team, you have to forget your previous position in your club cricket.
Yes, 100%.
Great bowling, Emma. Next one's yours.
Also,
Same ball again. Same ball.
have to say I am admiring Emma Wagner's action. So delivery stride, really good to see.
That's it, Em.
Well defended by Bushra Ucha.
I think the key into this run chase, even to get closer, Austria have to wait for the bad ball. Even if you defend, there'll be delivery spin.
Bowlers.
An excellent once again. Direct hit would be interesting.
So we've seen a couple of run-out chances in the German innings and now also in the Austrian innings. Yeah, the batters will be happy to see that the fielders are not 100% always able to hit the stumps directly. So there is always a run at least on the menu to be taken.
White ball.
And a wide ball from Emma Wagner.
We have seen few deliveries going down the leg side and also running down to the fine leg boundary. So be patient if you're in this run chase and wait for that bad ball that looks out.
Big appeal after the wide, and the umpire gives it out. So that's first blood drawn for Germany. They have taken the scalp of Hajivan Puller here. Who's trapped in her crease for an LBW.
Yes, that is plum LBW.
And that is the 10th wicket for Emma Wagner this series. Leading wicket taker so far. However, with a performance like yesterday, the captain Anuradha Dubadalapur will definitely have something to say against Emma Wagner's leading wicket taker title in this series if she can produce another fifer like yesterday.
It will be depend on
Covering.
Austrian batting.
Right arm over, one ball left.
So one ball to go in this over.
Razy coming in, joining Bushra. Solidly defended.
Over.
And with that, it's overcalled from the umpire. So, about the figures so far, we have Anuradha, the German captain, with 7 wickets in the series. She has an average of astonishingly 3.44. So, every 3.5 runs, she's able to get a wicket. And an economy of 266. Her best figures coming from yesterday's 5 wickets for just 1 run given. And she strikes at 7.7. So just for the non-cricket nerds, or well, those guys interested in statistics, while we are seeing a ball almost travel to the boundary, Bushra making back for a 2. So economy is for Anuradha 7.7. That means every 7 something balls she's able to collect a wicket. And this, the figure for Emma Wagner before this match is 8.0. So every 8 balls, Emma is able to collect 1 wicket. Solid defense by Bushra.
What we like?
Nicely defended. So Raju, so yesterday Bushra with you in the nets with some masterclass lessons from you.
I would say some masterclass lessons from her. Yes, we discussed a lot of the playing that was going on and just her general not the concept, but her general feeling of how she plays. She's definitely a player who prefers to play on the front foot, just
Nicely
like we saw.
driven Bushra for the couple of runs.
Not quite going for a 4, but a good shot. And these are the kind of shots that we discussed in the nets, that she likes to play on the front foot. She likes to go onto the front foot. However, at an AstroTurf wicket like in Seban, sometimes you might need to think about going onto the back foot as well. And so far she has been doing these kind of things just as she was practicing them yesterday, and makes it back. Non-striker calls her through to a single.
And I like her approach today, much more positive in her batting rather than just getting block, and then playing the wrong shot at the wrong time.
Yes, 100%. And she has played a couple of shots onto that fine leg area, where the shots that she was practicing yesterday, basically, for this late pull and late shots towards fine leg, and also this drag to the mid-off area. And we've already seen productive shots from her, and she has been making these runs her most productive shots.
It's nicely defended once again from Razy. Just wait for the bad ball, and at some point there'll be extras will be offered, and yeah, let's see how disciplined German team is with the ball, with one of the lowest score in this series. 129 is their lowest so far, and we'll have to defend. Austria need 130 in their 20 overs.
And Austria is now at 13 runs for 1 wicket lost after 4 overs. This is one of the better starts this series so far. We will of course need to have a look at the other starts first to exactly tell you on your YouTube and on the Facebook views how the Austrian team has been carrying themselves in the series so far. But definitely this is one of the better starts. We are going to look at the batting performance of the Austrian cricket team while we have an inside edge to the pads. No danger here for Austria.
Yes, Emma continuing her excellent performance she has been doing throughout this series, and that's why she's the leading wicket taker. Positively played, slightly misfield, and Austria able to sneak a single there.
Yes, Austria starting well. They are now at 14 runs. And again, well defended from Reza. She's having a keen look at the bowling, not too much in a hurry.
Sure, moving on to 9 of 18 deliveries.
And past the edge.
Good intent from Razy, trying to score. Also defending the straighter deliveries that she has been getting out in the previous games.
And well defended again. And batting wise, we have currently Bushra on
I'm hungry. Me too, man.
on
Me too.
chase for her best score this series. Her best score this series has been 12 runs, and her total score so far has been 27 runs in this series. So we are definitely seeing a better intent from her in her batting performance today, and bringing you the general stats from the Austrian women's cricket team. Andrea Cepeda is well, she has scored the most runs for Austria. She has an average of 23, her best being a 35 not out. Top score of 70 runs scored. And next is Bushra Ucha already. She is also now at the crease. She has scored 27 runs in total. And another run taken from Bushra. She's looking very good in on the crease, and also Germany being the side that they have been proving themselves so far, making it not easy for Austrian players to score runs off good balls. And Susie getting some positive feedback from her teammates, and the ball travels straight to the captain Anu at mid-off.
Racy yet to get off the mark.
That's a good delivery outside off.
Off gets medals.
Come on, Susie.
And another fielded ball. This time it's the Centurion from yesterday. It's Christina fielding the ball at mid-wicket position. And we have it's Rezi at strike, Susie coming in, and Rezi off the mark with a very well played cut. Pull to the deep square leg, deep backward square leg-ish area, and fielded here from the German 35. That's Emma Wagner fielding the ball from backward square leg. And it looks like we have a change of bowling. Number 29 from Germany preparing herself. So that's Antonia Menborg coming into the attack.
New bowler number 29.
Right arm over.
And it's right arm over the wicket. With that also, this is the end of power play. Some background knowledge for those that don't often watch cricket or don't watch a lot of cricket. Power play means that the bowling team is allowed 2 fielders outside the inner circle, and out of power play 4 players can be placed in fielding position outside of the circle, and no ball given by the umpire. Very high, a ball very high over the waist. So also here the Germans not really bothering with the power play, not power play, as the fielding positions are pretty much unchanged from the previous over, and a wide ball called, so the free hit has to be rebowled.
That's another run to Austrian total. They are slowly, gradually moving towards 130. No, it will be a big task, but they will have to bat well to get that.
And a good run between the wickets. Rezi makes it comfortably to the keeper's end, and Bushra going to the non-striker's end. And the captain Anuradha still at mid-off position, so being in the bowler's ear and giving her feedback just right away.
Wide ball.
And it's wide called from the umpire.
Another wide.
So what is a no ball? Basically, no ball is if the bowler oversteps the crease at the bowler's end while delivering the ball. So that's a front foot no ball. Height no ball is called when the ball reaches the batsman or the batter without a bounce above the waist height, which happened to Bushra in the very first ball of this over. And again, a good delivery from Antonia, starting to find her rhythm now.
Nice deliver.
And it's
Swing
with a defense
shaping away from the right-hander. Nice action there from Antonia. Down leg side, and
that will be some leg buys, I think.
Austria
Good calling.
Sneaking singles here today.
No, the umpire is happy. Runs. Bushra now at 11 of 22, so 1 run shy of her series best performance. Pushes the ball into the covers to Anne Bierwisch.
Calling really well, buddy.
That's nicely played.
Good hit from Bushra, already shouting for it too. Anu also doing a good job of getting her hands to the ball and making sure that it does not travel for 4, rather just 2 runs for Austria. And with that, Bushra also now on to her best batting performance in the series, 13 runs. And Germany is now at,
Give us another catch here.
sorry, it's Austria of course now at 24 for 1 wicket lost after 7 overs. And also one of the better starts from the Austrian cricket team compared to the last 4 matches against the German national team.
We have a bowling change here. Christina Goff coming into the attack. We haven't seen in action with the bat today, but definitely going to see the ball in hand. Beautifully bowled. Nice and full in-swing delivery for the right-hander. Just missing off stump this occasion.
Yeah, it was a late reaction from the batter. So Raisi reacting rather late, but manages to defend the stumps. Outside off, shaping away from the right-hander again.
See Andrea warming up, knowing that she has a game on hand.
Very good 3 deliveries so far from Christina. So first half of the over is very, very disciplined on the offside, and Austria not being able to connect with the bat on the offside. Not easy for Raisi to get a bat onto ball here. When she does, she defends it into the covers, collected from Anne Bierwisch.
Bushra 13 of 23 and Raisi 3 of 14. Once again, full in-swing delivery to the right-hander, and Raisi nowhere near the ball.
Christina also moving away from, or rather going back to her mark with a grin, so she definitely is also liking the performance that she's displaying here.
Wide delivery, wide. Being called.
And a wide called. Austria able to sneak a run off the wide as well. So a tidy over, just with a marked by a wide and a single off the wide. I'm sure Christina would have liked this over to go differently. And a shout, and a late shout. Some confusion at the Austrian striker end. So Bushra was not quite listening to the non-striker. Non-striker calling her through for 1 single.
Little mix-up there, but safely. 1 more single being taken. Austrian women 24.
So 3 runs off this over coming still. Even if it's, yeah, of the last 2 deliveries, 3 runs. Austria with that 27 for 1. And we are again at we are with Antonia Manborg.
And the dot ball So, Richard, what's your take on this? Should they go for a win? Like, they have nothing to lose in this
I'm
game.
I'm a bit I'm not 100% sure if Austria should go for a win here, as well the ask is not that high. We are currently just at 8.15 runs and over. But the trouble is going to be that the batting depth in Austria is missing somebody who is able to score these 8.15 runs and over beside Andrea Cepeda. So you would need at least one or two more specialist batsmen that are able to score these one boundary and over. And with that, they could go for the win. However, in this case, the only thing Austria should be aiming for is maximize the output their batsmen can get out of this match. So maximize the runs that the batters can get. Don't play too defensively, as they have been playing, as they were forced to play yesterday after a big ask for 198. So don't play too defensively, but also don't go for foolish shots. And again, a
Another
little
run
bit
out
of
chance here.
a little bit of
Direct hit was needed.
that was needed. And what we are seeing here is that the Austrian batters are not listening to the shouts of the partner.
Yes, but they have been good so far.
They've been back into the they've been to the other crease in a timely manner, but we are missing. We are needing some shouts, and the non-striker and the striker are listening to each other. So there have been calls and shouts of yes and no, but there have been late reactions on the other end.
Yes, small mix-up in the middle from both batsmen, not communicating well or not looking at the partner. That's what happened when you are watching the ball.
And we have Christina back on to ball again. And my scoreboard is currently not quite up to date. And a no ball called. So Christina started off well in the last over, finished off the over with extras in the run, and starts the second over with a no ball.
Another free hit. Nicely played.
And a misfield at square leg. Well, they should be back for two, and Bushra makes it back for two. So very, very positive batting performance from her today.
Come on, guys!
And she's moving to 15
come on,
of
come on,
25 deliveries.
Should be interesting to see how the Germans can come back here.
Bowling!
Beautifully bowled. Late in swing into the right-hander, but watchfully played by Bushra.
Score is also being ticked over by the Austrians, and a good stop at point.
I think the Austrian batsmen, they are not quite aware of Germans' game plan. They haven't tried really to push the field back, make yourself comfortable.
Bowling!
Just due to many
Indeed.
dot balls being
Come on,
played,
team,
therefore Germany is quite happy to keep the field up, and no one has really tried to spread the field. And if there is someone, that would be Andrea to do that.
And the only time we have seen the field being spread was also only for Andrea Cepeda. And the Germans are following their game plan pretty brilliantly in the last 3-4 games. So the field is up. They know they can get this odd lobbed defense, and they can go for the catch. They are not attacking the stumps as much as they have been in the last game. So the Austrians are definitely missing on hitting on exactly those outside off deliveries that they could. With that, they could spread the field.
Excellent delivery.
The batsmen are a bit claustrophobic here, as they're being pushed into the crease by the fielders, And the umpires have signaled for drinks. 10 overs down. Austria 31 for 1.
And while the players take a drink, we'll be joining you shortly.
After the drinks break, we are back onto the field. So, 10 overs down, Austria 31 runs scored, 1 wicket lost. Definitely a positive start compared to the last games. And Germany continues with Antonia on the check end. And it's a good delivery that she bowls uppish. And the batsman, or the batter's not being able to connect to this. Keeper pounces onto the ball.
Nice away movement from Antonia. Just beating the outside edge this occasion. Oh, once again. And Rizzi going fishing for that ball.
Luckman, from here on, I think, as we only have 9 and something overs left, Rizzi should try to go for it, because there are some big guns left to come. And that is Andrea, obviously, and Joanne also able to bat out. So, and no ball called from the umpire, free hit. That's the second no ball from Antonia, I think, and that's connected well from Rezi. Races away for a single taken, and also well backed up from German captain Anuradha.
Yes, I think I should go for it now. From here on, onwards we still have another 9.3 deliveries left.
Bushra tried to go for it, bowled by Antonia, and that is Antonia's first wicket this match.
I think that was too full to play that shot, and it's not the first time we have seen in this series that Austrian batters playing cross the line and getting bowled and LBWs.
Indeed, cross-batted shots across the line to a straight ball is, in the rarest case, a good idea, especially if it's a ball that is this slow, coming straight. Yeah, this is the classic case of you miss, I hit, and in this case, Bushra misses, Antonia hits, and 2 wickets down. Austria now 33 for 2, and we should be seeing some more batting on the Austrian camp now. Andrea Zepeda, the captain of Austrian women's national team, is on the crease and faces Antonia now.
Yes, I would love to see Andrea playing positive in this game. I think that would be the best thing.
That should be her game plan as well. Positive shots, positive attacking the ball. Today, not much left to lose. Austria are already 4-0 down, so the 5-match series has been lost. Now it's all about getting the most out of it for the players themselves.
Nice away swing again from Antonia, beautifully bowled. Nice and full.
And left by Andrea. It's a Steve Smith leave almost.
Oh, beautifully bowled once again. Nice and full. Well played by Andrea. Good ball.
And good over also from Antonia. Just 2 runs giving away with the extra and taking a wicket in return of it. So return on investment has been high for Antonia this over.
And Christina to continue her 3rd over. Surprisingly, we haven't seen the bowling star from yesterday, Anu, coming on after taking 4 in 4. And that looks very close and given by the umpire.
Umpire happy to raise his finger here. That's second LBW. So the troubling shots have exactly been these shots where the Austrian players have been batting across the line to a straight delivery and not quite being able to connect with the bat. In this case, Rezi going for that guidance towards the leg side to the ball, just missing the ball, and the ball gets straight onto the pads, and that was pretty much Midland leg. So the umpire happy to raise the finger. It's now 3 wickets down for 33 runs after 11 overs, and we have Christina now also with 2 wickets. Was it 1 wicket this match? So she adds to her tally of wickets this series. Antonia had taken 3 wickets before this match and continues to do so.
Another in-swinging delivery.
This is beautiful. Right is dirty. Never seen the ball move like that.
So Antonia and Christina each with 1 wicket. Also Emma has taken the 3rd one.
Once again, Christina trying to be fuller and trying to get that ball to swing into the right-hander. Another dot ball from Christina. We are into the 12th over.
Another one for you here.
And this is exactly the reason for this field setting, as the Germans are expecting Austrian players to lob up every now and then, so they are able to catch these short defended lobs where they can catch the batters out. And in this case, also Joanne playing this kind of shot, just the fielder a bit too wide, not being able to get the hands onto the ball. And straight
Again driven uppishly. But lucky for Joanne to find the field and short extra cover.
Christina bowls a wicket maiden here. So a good return from, so no extras in this over. Christina has bowled 3 overs now, just for 6 runs, taken a wicket. Antonia on the other end has gone for 10 runs, also in the 3 overs, and was also able to collect a wicket. And now we are seeing the hat-trick player from yesterday. The captain took yesterday a 4-wicket maiden, and now she's again off against the vice captain and the captain of Austria, so Andrea and Joanne on the crease, against the captain of Germany, Anuradha Tobadalapur. Should be interesting if she can follow up her 5 from yesterday with a couple of wickets here, and if she's able to do so, she is certainly in contention of ending the series as the lead wicket taker for Germany, currently being held by Emma Wagner, whom we again apologize for mispronouncing the name. And a run on offer here, but nobody interested. Anu starts with a dot.
Yeah, into the 13th over now, 33 for 3. That's beautifully played from Andrea. Cut away, and this is going down towards the point boundary, and
Clears the rope boundary for
the
Andrea.
first boundary in Austrian innings that comes from the batter Andrea, and she has been in action all day.
It was tough to keep her away from action as well, taking exact the positions where you would expect most hits to come your way, and now being able to just get that boundary off the German captain. So certainly her game plan today is to bat.
And once again,
A
a
cut.
quick single to the point fielder.
And this is something that we have not seen enough today with the Austrian batting. The balls have been outside off, but the batters just not being able to connect these kind of shots. So they have been playing defensive forward shots, but nobody was really going for the cuts and for the pulls. And here, Andrea just showing how you can capitalize on a shot like this, and already being able to take 5 runs off the German captain. And again, a quick
Once
single.
again, quick single.
Andrea calls Joanne through for a single, makes it comfortably to the striker's end. And Anuradha has now already gone for 6-fold of the runs she did yesterday, which is not a lot to say, as she gave away just 1 run yesterday, and today she's given away 6 runs in her first over. So a very different approach by the Austrian national team, or by the Austrian batters, to the strike bowler from yesterday, that they are not just there to defend today, they are there to score runs. 39 after 13 overs from Austria.
And that should be the intention, just to score runs, not just stay at the crease, just making sure you're taking the singles which are offered.
And the singles are being offered in heaps, so you should be looking to call through your batting partner for exactly those singles that are there, and obviously put pressure onto the field by your loud shouts as a batsman. This is something that will always dissettle the fielding team as well, if the batsmen are able to call loudly and also just give good shouts to the batting partner.
Bowling change, Biovish coming into the attack. The first bowler to get the hat-trick in this series.
And also Biovish so far with very good bowling figures, so her hat-trick, and the umpire giving it out. So edged and taking it slip. The batter not quite sure if there was bet on that, but the umpire confirms it, edged and out. So Biovish starting off very positively with a wicket. As we mentioned just beforehand, she has had good figures across the series. Her bowling figures so far: 3 wickets taken, that was the hat-trick, 3, 4, 5 runs given in that match. Total runs that she gave away so far have been 29, and that is very economical so far. She's only gone for, well, her average is 9.66 this series, which is, not every bowler will be happy to have this kind of average across a 5-match series.
Yeah, Janet Ronalds in action after a long time. Seems like a long time after yesterday. She hasn't batted today. Excellent catch onto her left, keeping eye on the ball and safely grabbed, and
She will be
Bijevic.
happy that she's back in action. And that's 2 in 2. Could Bijevic be the first to take 2 hat-tricks across the series now?
We're about to find out.
That's Soljania walking on and off the field after 1 delivery. Bijevic being able to hit the stumps. This is also what Lakmal that you mentioned earlier. These shots to straight balls, which are obviously going to hit the stumps if you miss them, and the batters are trying to go across the line. For the first delivery that you face, probably not the best shot selection.
Some feet went nowhere. Once again, it's not the first time we have seen these kind of dismissals. No foot movements and trying to find the ball with the hands and ending up getting bowled or getting LBWs.
Fireman Sam coming in now with a second hat-trick opportunity for her. The firemen are usually to put out a fire, but she's been lighting the fire all across Austrian camp now.
And hat-trick chance. Can she get it? Oh, safely defended by Sylvia. And keeping out that hat-trick.
Yeah, Sylvia defends it nicely. Gives Sam the respect that she's now definitely earned. 5 wickets across 5 matches. And yes, that was a hat-trick ball. Sylvia Kailat knew better. Defends it. And past the off stump.
Missing the outside edge. Well bowled from Bijevic. Just outside the off stump. And little movement of the seam. Again, well defended. And overcalled. Yes, indeed. Well done, Sam. And overcalled. The fielders are brief and quick to change positions. They're changing the ends. And we are seeing Anu back to bowl from the Czech end. Once again, at a beautiful ground in Seban in Lower Austria. Just about 25 minutes outside of Vienna. We are here on the busiest Austrian cricket ground. A lot of the T20 and usually the 40 overs league, which has been now a victim to COVID-19 this year. So only the T20 league played at Seban in 2020. And again, a good cut, late cut by Andrea. And a second run on the plan after the misfield. Powerfully cut by Andrea towards covers and slightly misfield.
Asserting dominance against the German captain. So as we were mentioning, the busiest ground in Austria, as the T20 league is being played at this ground. A lot of the teams from Vienna can call this ground their home ground. And yeah, we do get guests from all across Europe, from the UK, from the Czech Republic, other countries that like to tour. So Budapest teams are common guests at this ground. So if you are interested in cricket scene in Austria, just come down to this ground, have a look for yourself on a weekend. And there's a wicket. Anu taking another wicket. That's her 8th wicket in this series. Sylvia not being able to defend this time. Oh no, sorry.
Andrea
not
correction.
being able to defend
Andrea,
this time.
Anu paid Andrea's defense and very good bowled.
And Anu with a big grin on her face after this wicket. So Germany knew what this wicket meant after 14.4 overs. It's 41 for 6 now. The 6th wicket being of the Austrian captain, Andrea Cepeda. She will not be that happy. However, she looked positive when playing those shots that she wanted to play. So this should be what she takes away from this match. And from here on, like I think it should be about batting out the overs. What do you think?
I think so. I should try to concentrating on batting the overs, and now slowly with the wicket of Andrea.
So Andrea finishes her series with 77 runs, scored off 5 matches with an average of 19.25, and with a healthy strike rate, 63. She's head and shoulders above the other Austrian batters with her strike rate, as the others are in the mid-30s. And for Germany, now Anu has taken 8 wickets in 5 matches, and she still has 2 overs to go. Should be interesting if she can take away the crown for most wickets taken this series away from Emma Wagner. She's also from a teammate. Emma with sitting comfortably now with 11 wickets taken, Anu 8 wickets taken, and the other ones are 5, 5, 4. So it is a head-to-head race between Anu and Emma Wagner. And we have Sam Anna Bierwisch from the count end, and it goes down for a wide and might roll down for, yes, it does.
The boundary line. 5 runs to Austria total.
Puts Austria at 46 for 6 after 15 overs. And the fireman is giving away 5 runs here. And here again, for the viewers, you see why the Germans have put up these positions that they have put up, exactly for these kind of defensive shots that are in the air just for these couple of seconds. And in these couple of seconds, they are able to maybe catch the batters out. And a solid defense from Austria's number 9. That's Sylvia. So she's now at the crease for a few deliveries, still waiting to open her account. None scored after 4 deliveries.
46 for 6 after 15 overs. That's a full toss. Sylvia unable to put it away.
And hesitation at the non-striker's end. Non-striker not wanted to come in and just didn't call through the striker for a single here. The non-striker in this case, Anisha Nukala. Yeah, and defended and gone. This is exactly this uppish defense that we were mentioning. In this case, another catch for Christina Goff. So century, a couple of catches, a wicket. It has been a busy series for her.
Yes.
And Sylvia out for none after 6 deliveries. New batter on crease. That's Austria's number 12. Hajot Talival, the wicket keeper, comes to the striker's end. 15.4 overs gone. Austria 46 for 7. They should be looking into crossing the 50 runs again.
Yes, Germany has dominated throughout the series so far, and of course not to forget that Germany is 27th ranked in the world, and Austria 50 mark.
Loud shout for no. Good defense again. So for those wondering, what is this? What's this match? It is a full official ICC T20 International Series, a women's series between Germany and Austria, played in Austria, and a good Good hit to square leg from
Nice job.
Hajot. Goes through for 1. Opens our account with this.
Yes, we are into the 17th over now. And Anu, the captain, to continue.
47 for 7 after 16 overs. Lucky, what do you think? Anu continues. Will it be 11 wickets for Anu after this series? So who's your money on when it comes to the wicket taker this series? I think I'll stick with Emma Wagner for my lead wicket taker.
I think me too. I will stick to Emma. It's nicely lofted drive towards mid-on. And Hajot getting another single.
And I think this is how Austrian batters should be approaching their batting. Germans have set up a very close field, and with this lofted shot she cleared those fielders in the close area and was in a safe spot at the mid-on region when there is no fielder for her there, only a mid-off setup from Anu.
Definitely. Throughout the series we haven't seen mid-on for all the batsmen.
For 10 out of the 11 Austrian
Yep.
batsmen, we haven't seen a mid-on. Only time when we saw a mid-on, that was when Andrea Cepeda, the Austrian captain, was on strike. And as we mentioned also yesterday, this is now becoming more and more a test match fielding setup. And for those not usually watching test match cricket, in test match the bowling team usually has a very attacking fielding position, which we're currently seeing. This is a very attacking fielding position, a fielding setup, which you usually expect the batsmen and the batters to defend balls close to their body, and you want to entice this close defended, lofted shots that we saw in the last over that Christina was able to catch from Sylvia Kailat. So these kind of shots that you want to produce, and your bowlers obviously want to bowl those kind of deliveries which get the batsman to play these shots that the field is set up for. The Germans have been doing their job brilliantly with this kind of a field setup, and as a couple of YouTube commenters have mentioned, it would be interesting to see if the German team sets this kind of fielding position for a stronger team than Austria.
Yes. Yes, of course. You are.
And she makes it through. The stumps were broken, the bails were taken off, but it was without the ball in the hands of the bowler. And a good run taken. The non-striker was early on the call. There was loud yes to be heard, but the striker was a bit busy watching the ball going past the fielders.
Just coming back to your question, if they would set the same field for stronger team, because you are setting a field according to the batsmen you have, or batters you have, and it will definitely vary according to the team's strength.
It's an expensive fielding setup, isn't it?
Yes, it's very expensive.
Hey, lovely.
Good ball.
Great job here, Sam.
I am loving this bowling shot that the Germans have going. Has a good tune to it. And Austria now 49 for 7, just 1 run shy of a 50 mark.
Bowling, lovely spot.
Once again, nice and full length delivery.
Full length. And defended straight down the wicket.
Down, Sam.
This should be interesting. If the current batter, so Anish Nukla, is also able to open her account. She's now at none of 10 deliveries. Hajot on the other end is at 3 of 4 deliveries. 17 and a half overs gone. Austria now 2.5 overs shy of the 20. And should be very positive again for the Austrian team if they are able to bat out the 20 overs.
Oh.
Inside edge.
Half a shout.
Saved. This time.
So, who is going to bowl? It looks like it is, yes, it is Anuradha again. So the captain coming in for her last over for this day. So unless she's not able to take the last 3 wickets that are on offer today, Emma Wagner will be the lead wicket taker for Germany in the series.
It's not over yet, is that right? Could be anything could be happening. Oh, there's a half a chance.
There is half a chance. There is this lofted shot again that this field is brilliantly set up for. Anu obviously setting the field in a way that she does want to take those 3 wickets. I'm wondering if there is a certain body behind the ball, and
the ball being played up usually. To be honest, I would have got someone with a helmet on.
in the close positions,
Bit more
advised.
closer if you really want to have that.
yes,
And the fielders are getting closer and closer while Arjot's playing up usually.
maybe the umpires should call for helmets for those fielders that are very close, even at slow speeds. Cricket balls.
And this time in the gap. Christina once again in action.
Impressive.
And pretty much too quick to throw the ball away, but good stop here from the number 20, Suzanne.
And this time, oh,
And
oh,
run taken, overthrows on offer, and not yes, they are.
are they? No, they're not.
You just said to stretch your hand out, like you have it.
50 up for Austria. That's 50 after 18.5 overs. And again, a well defended delivery from Anu, and that is over. With that, Emma Wagner is the lead wicket taker for Germany in this series with 11 wickets taken, unless she comes to bowl here in the last over.
We are into the last over of the series.
What has been a brilliant series to watch, to commentate, and of course to follow on the social media platforms as YouTube, Facebook and Reddit. It has been a good series for Germany. They have won 5 out of the 5 games. It has been a series to learn for Austria. Austria has learned a lot, if we can judge by this game. It is 50 for 7 going into the last over. Austria has played very nicely in this game. It was a good bowling performance. Germany, of course, giving them a couple of chances with not playing their opening pair from the last 4 games, because they have been scoring runs at will pretty much. But Austria also, of course, taking onto this chance that they had today and being able to take 3 wickets. It's always nice to see international cricket being played in places and countries that you usually would not expect. And with that, another wicket gone. Ajol Taliwal places, oh sorry, it's Sylvia, I think this time, plays it high in the air.
That's Arjot.
Ajol plays it high in the air and off the edge. Wicket taken by a caught by the number 20. That's Anne. I'm sorry, that's Susie taking the catch.
And that's Beerwish with that wicket going to 4 for 7, and still a chance of getting a fifer in this match.
That is
One ball to
definitely an
get.
option, yes, indeed. 4 wickets taken for 7 runs. Half an over to go, and 1 wicket for a fifer. Which could be her best bowling performance in the series. The other one being a hat-trick. And the Germans clapping on the Austrian batter onto the field. The new batter, is Valentina Avilay. So the opening bowler coming onto the crease now for Austria.
She has 3 balls to survive in this innings.
Come on.
Serve time.
Okay, Sam.
Nicely defended. And 2 balls to survive. Germany has been
Go, Sam.
dominating throughout this series, and they have put up some excellent performances. 2 centuries, 2 hat tricks.
Yes, and they have taken their chances. They've taken their batting chances, obviously, and in the field as well. And this is something a team would learn by playing against strong opponents, and Austria can only learn from this match and from this series. And this is something that the Germans have done while playing the likes of Scotland. So also there they have the learning experiences, and they know what to do in another series. And last ball of the innings being bowled, and the wicketkeeper not being able to hold on to that. Was it a chance, Lucky?
Yes, there was an outside edge, and Vijovic had the chance to get a fifer. And as we looking at the replay, yes, definitely outside edge.
And Vijovic just not being able to get a fifer.
And that's the end of 5th game, and Germany comfortably won, and they go up 5-0 in the series. And
we thank you all for joining us on YouTube and on Facebook. The live streams, I hope, have been also entertaining for you to watch and entertaining to listen to us too. And we hope to see more international cricket being played, of course, in Germany, Austria, in these places, and provide more and more entertainment, provide more and more content from these places. Follow Austria Cricket on Facebook, Austria Cricket, and follow the German cricket team under Golden Eagles. Cricket.de for cricket in Germany, cricketaustria.com for cricket in Austria, and ecn.cricket for European Cricket Network. Live streams for T10 tournaments and for T20 and for women's tournaments. Thank you guys for joining us.
yes, we still have lots of cricket coming up. T10 tournament next week, and lots of cricket being played in Austria and at Seban in this wonderful avenue. Please join us next week. Suraj, thanks for being the partner in crime, and we will join you soon. Stay healthy, everyone.
And cheers to Richard. Thank you for letting me join here. Enjoy your holidays.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.